Hey, good morning, everybody. Getting ready to lead Bonnie's here. This is what her backyard is like. Over here is my man Kimchi.
Howdy.
Yeah, so this is the backyard here where you can hang out. It's a $20 donation per night. And yeah, you got charging capabilities. And Bonnie likes to give you a lot of vodka shots and beers. So yeah, not bad. She is a great host. Highly recommend staying here. Just take a look on GutHook, and her phone number and all of that is listed at the road junction there that takes you into Kent. But if you're around this area, if you need a place to hang out for a day or so, give her a shot. All right, good morning, Connecticut. Guess I got a little climb this morning. Yeah, just a little one. Supposed to get up to lower 90s again today. Got a new game plan outside of hydrating my butt off. I'm just going to take more breaks as I see fit. You know, instead of like when we were coming into Connecticut or coming into Kent here, was just, you know, pushing it harder, going uphill and not taking as many breaks, or the breaks I was taking really weren't that long. I just kind of like sit down for a little bit with my pack on. Now I'm just going to take my pack off and chill. A couple options today. There's one place to camp at like 10 miles out. There's another one like 16 miles out. We'll see how I feel. Other changes, gear changes. Okay, Ultra, Olympus. Went to the shoe store in town. They had Topo Ultra Venture Pros. Unfortunately, not in 12.5. 13 was just too much extra on the toe. And I already trip over shit as it is, so I didn't need that extra bit jamming me up. So I've gone from Hoka's, say I've gone Speed Goat, Topo Athletic, Terra Ventures, then Topo Athletic Ultra Ventures, and Hoka Speed Goats, and now to the Ultras. I got the Olympus because I wanted the max cushioning. I'm not like a huge fan of the zero drop, but we'll see how things work out for me here. I will say, actually, when I put these on yesterday and started walking around, my knee didn't feel as bad with it on, with these shoes, as compared to my Speed Goats. So I don't know, maybe the new shoes will make a difference on my knee. We shall see. Only time will tell. Also got a new pair of socks. I got Smart Wool medium weight hikers. Tired of Darn Tough. You know, the whole thing with Darn Tough to me on this trail is, if you ruin them, you can exchange them. Well, at least I thought that was the deal. Exchange them with, you know, a store that sold Darn Tough. But I haven't been lucky with that. So, you know, I don't want to carry around a pair of socks or have to mail a pair of socks back home. So I can exchange them later. So screw it. I like Smart Wool anyway. So that's it for the big gear changes. Heel feels a little loose in these shoes. I do have the heel locks in place, but I put some Lico tape on the back of my heels just to make sure, so I don't get any blisters. All right, well, I think I'm going to start my climb here. So let me put this up for a bit. All right, got that little climb out of the way. Really not that bad. However, if it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I would probably be saying something other. It is starting to get hot. Supposed to be in the low 90s today, and I haven't felt a breeze yet. You know, if we need to take our time, we'll take our time. If we end up doing, 10 miles a day, we'll do 10 miles a day. And the cool thing is we're going to have about a 4-mile stretch where we're down next to the Housatonic River. So I'm hoping that gut hook is correct, and it's pretty flat. It's damn near like a road walk, but that'll be nice. I always like, the hikes next to the rivers and the creeks and things like that. It's a nice change of pace than doing what we just did, climbing up a hill. I looked on further up on Gut Hook, and this Connecticut portion has you going over several of their mounts. And that's what I remember hearing, is that they wanted you to experience the Appalachian Mountains, I guess, the trail. And I think a lot of states are like that. They take pride in their peaks, so they want you to enjoy them as you pass through their state. Okay. Yeah, I think we have like a little bit more of a climb, and then I think it's a bit of a downhill, and that'll take us down to the Housatonic River. So I got Honey Bun and Monarch ahead of me. Ledge, Tank, and Hulk are behind me. Platinum's hiking with her friend. She got to start farther ahead of us. But yeah, Monarch, Tank, and Hulk, and Birthday Boy all caught up yesterday. Went out to dinner, had a nice time hanging out with them. All kind of hiking together, but loosely at the same time. Making our descent down towards the Housatonic, I hope I'm saying that right, Housatonic River. And we'll have about 4 miles on that, doing that nice little river walk. And it looks like it's fairly flat. In fact, I can hear traffic from the road that runs next to it. So it'll be a nice change of pace. Today really hasn't been too strenuous. Had a couple of climbs in here, and the terrain's mostly been like this. A little rocky here and there. Wide open forest. A little bit of foliage. Nothing major. Been pretty easy. So far, no issues with the shoes. Knee actually feels pretty good. Going downhill like I'm doing now, that normally brings out the pain more so, definitely more so in climbing. I don't have any knee pain when I climb, but flats and downhills. So I don't know, maybe going to not only just a new pair of shoes, but maybe a zero drop is going to make a difference. We'll see. It's funny how different shoes can affect your body in different ways. So fingers crossed, these might be good for me. If so, then, you know, I'll just stick with ultras. All right. Walk, walk, walk. I'm not showing you a picture of myself right now because I'm just like dripping sweat. I don't know, it'd be worse. Either, you know, coming down this portion like we are or going up it. This is really steep and doing a little bit of bouldering. Yeah, Mr. Ledge up there working his way down. It's a big rock. Nice water source. So I've slowed down a little bit. That downhill that you just saw there, you know, scrambling down the rocks, that put a serious hurting on my knee. Downhill's aggravated, and stuff like that even more so. So I'm kind of hobbling along right now. So I get down to the river, you know, take a break and try and massage it out and see what I can do. Hey, let me give you a rundown of what happened yesterday. Yeah, I just got to a point after that downhill scramble that it was probably about 3 miles later that I was having an extremely hard time walking because of my knee. So what I did is I went up to the road, contacted the Hitching Post Motel, got a room here for the night. They came over, they picked me up, and then took me to the ER to get my knee checked out. Evidently, the only urgent care is like 70 miles away, so it wasn't feasible to do that. So they took me into the ER. I personally don't like wasting somebody's ER time with something like this, but they're not busy there. They're far from busy. Doctor looked at it, hesitant to do anything like a cortisone shot because she didn't want to possibly risk introducing an infection. Okay. Did x-rays, couldn't do an MRI, but did x-rays. There's no skeletal damage. But we settled on an idea of just doing a course of prednisone, which is an oral steroid. So I took some yesterday. Knee was feeling better. Excuse me. Oh, geez. Knee was feeling better this morning. And I'm going to run to the pharmacy and pick up the prescription for the rest of it today and just get back on trail. When I get up to Great Barrington, which is in like a couple of days, like 30 miles, they do have dispensaries up there, and back in Colorado, I do use a CBD tablet for my knee pain that has a slight amount of THC in it, because CBD is fine by itself, but when you've got a little bit of THC involved with it, it has a better reaction than just taking the CBD tablets alone. So when I get up to Great Barrington, I'm going to try and hunt down something there to use as well. Might end up, cutting down my miles. We'll see. But Eesh. Honestly, I did sleep last night. Not that great, but I slept last night. Yeah, I might end up having to cut down my miles. We'll see how everything feels, and a lot of it has to do with the terrain. With my knee, going uphill's no problem at all. Flats, meh, but downhill is what really gets it. And yesterday, it was a long boulder scramble downhill, and it tore my knee up. Um, so we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. So that's about it. So I just wanted to do this video to kind of wrap up the one from yesterday, and just let you know, I'm not out of the game. I'm still here. So, and I appreciate everybody that responded on Instagram when I put the message out. It's very nice of all of you, and I appreciate your words of encouragement. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk soon.